Phil Mills was the Dizzle. Man, yo, peep game, though, man. WBO just ordered Bud versus Shawn Porter. That's a big fight. That's a fight we've been wanting for some time. One of the fights we've been wanting for some time. Maybe right under. I think everybody is clamoring for the Spence versus Bud fight a little bit more, but I think Porter versus Bud is right. You could say it's it's neck and neck with a Bud and Manny fight. They just want to see him fight somebody with a familiar face who has been in there with adequate competition. And Porter has been that and some. There's nobody in the division outside of Manny and Thurman that Bud hasn't fought yet. So this is a damn good fight. And like I said, I'm not, when it comes to contracts and purse bids, that's just not my lane. I can't get jiggy with that shit, man. So I'm gonna need them niggas to do whatever it takes to get this fight done, man. Because whether we want to believe it or not, as Nebraskans, Bud needs this fight. Bud needs this fight. He needs this fight, man. I mean, they was just talking about this nigga fighting Zepeda on a Friday night, allegedly. I don't know how much truth it is to that, or if it was just niggas on, on Facebook capping, but that's just unacceptable. Bud needs a familiar face, and not just a face, because Kell Brook was a familiar face, but and even though Kell Brook beat Shawn Porter early in his career, I wouldn't pick Kell Brook against Shawn Porter in the now after that Golovkin fight. Nah, I wouldn't do that. So, while Brook beat Shawn Porter early on, Porter is a more valuable fighter in the now. You get far more credit for beating a Shawn Porter than you would a Kell Brook. So Bud needs this fight. I don't think it, and it's not gonna be an easy fight if they do fight. It's a lot of people up here talking about stoppages. I don't see a stoppage. I do not see a stoppage. Porter is a dog, and he's coming in there to bark and bite. I just, up here, Bud gonna stop everybody. Oh, he gonna stop everybody. He's stopping him. Nah, I try to be as realistic as I can possibly be. I don't see a stoppage, man. I wouldn't put my money on that whatsoever. Shawn Porter is a very much so quality opponent. With a really good chin, despite him being dropped multiple times. His punch resistance is there. He gets up and he gets right back to work. AB dropped him. He was never hurt with that one. Even Spence, when Spence dropped him, he was like, fuck. That was more disappointment. And what did he tell him when he got up? Come on, let's go. So this is a damn good fight, man. And Bud needs this fight to validate him, whether we want to admit that or not. I know a lot of the shit he was saying, I don't need them, I'm a Hall of Fame fighter, they need me. That's a half truth, because he is a Hall of Famer, whether he fights them or not. However, it would be a waste of a career if he didn't tangle with any of the top dogs in the welterweight division. So he does need them. He needs them just as much as they need him. All these, every fighter, you need that quality opponent. You're not getting away from that. You aren't getting away from that. So he needs this fight. He needs this fight. Shawn Porter has fought everybody. Bud hasn't. Kavaliauskas at 47 was his best win, if you ask me, because Kavaliauskas just, I don't know, man. He was a lot more polished than the other fighters that he's fought. Kell Brook was polished, but just the punch resistance clearly showed it just wasn't there anymore for top opposition. So that's how I'm feeling about it, man. He needs this fight. It's a damn good fight. It's going to be possible fight of the year if it does go down. If they can get out of each other's way, or get out of their own way, put the bullshit to the side. I mean, I don't know. Whatever goes with making the negotiations and everything, man. I just, with this type of fight, this is going to be a big fight. People are gonna come to this fight. They can have this fight in the Barclays. They can have this shit in Madison Square. They can have this fight in a multitude of places. Vegas, Staples Center. You can have this fight in multiple places. It's that big of a fight. I'm not gonna call it a super fight. I won't call it a super fight. I don't think it'll be on the scale of a Golovkin and a Canelo, or Floyd and a Manny, or you know, Cotto Zab. Even though I wouldn't want to call that a super fight, I'm not sure. But I don't think it's a super fight. I think it's a big fight, though, a really big fight. Anytime you have two top dogs in their respective division, and 47 is still the glamour division of the sport, so you're always gonna get. That's always gonna be, you know, when it's two top opposition, two top ops from that division, it's gonna be a big fight. So I don't see this being any exception to the rules, man. And I need this fight to happen. We, as Omaha natives, need this fight. Bud needs this fight. But we back Bud, you know what I'm saying? So we need this fight for him as well. So y'all do the damn thing. Y'all do what y'all gotta do to get this thing done, signed, sealed, delivered, so we can get this fight, man. Cause this is a big one. That's how I'm feeling about it, though, man. Peace.